out of dumbbell, we are working out on the upper body. So we're going to focus on the back, the shoulders, the arms, the chest. Now, we are live from 7 p.m. in between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. So you can log in during those time zones, during those hours, and hop into the live and work out with me. Now, the live is mainly on Mondays, Wednesdays, till Saturday. So we got Monday, Wednesday, then we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we mainly work out on the abs. So if your main focus is about losing belly fat, we work out mainly on on the abs, starting from Thursday till Saturday. So with that being said, we're gonna hop in and get this going. Now we're going to start with the upper body. Pardon, I am getting some few invites about co-hosting. If you want to co-host, please drop me a comment first in the section. Let me know if you're coming up to work out, or perhaps what is your proposition, so that I can let you hop in or not on the live. Because the main goal of the live is to work out, invite every single one, take a moment in your day, train. So we're going to start with the upper back. Now for the upper back, we're going to do some rows with the pair of dumbbells. Let's get this going. The upper back, we're going to focus on the upper top first, right here. So let's get this going. Thank you for the likes. Grab a pair of dumbbells, you go incline, then you do the row. Now that is going to focus mainly on the upper part of your back, which is right here. Right here. We're going to focus on building the thickness on your traps, really the thickness on your traps. Now, you can do a little bit more sets. I'll recommend you do about 3 sets, anywhere between 5 to 15 reps, and then you gradually build up from there. So we're going to move on to the lower part of your back, to your lats, this part right here. We're still going to use some dumbbell. We're going to do some rows using one arm at a time. So let's get this going. You see me properly from there? Good. That is 14 reps. If you would give me about a few seconds, I'm going to adjust the camera. Perfect. Now, you want to do the same thing on each side, because you want to keep the symmetry as much as possible and balance the strength. So we did this side, 14 reps. We're going to go on the other side, and you want to aim for 40 reps too. So you get into position, then you get that row. And with that, we are done with the lower back, the lower lats, right there. So with that, you will be able to build that body part that you wish for. Now we're going to move on to the real delt. We're going to target this part right here. We're going to grab a pair of dumbbells, then we're going to get going. And then we have the pair of dumbbell. So we're gonna do some row, backward row. We're gonna get inclined, then you do the rows. Now this motion right here is gonna help you target the real delt. We're gonna get this going. And that is one set. The range of motion is rather small, yes, but don't overextend, because if you overextend, you might go to a point where you release the tension over your delt. So you want to be able to just go stretch it, but don't overdo it, because if you overdo it, you're going to release the tension. So just enough so you keep feeling that tension on your real delt, right there. And then you keep the movement going. Do we have any questions? Hello, Omega Bob. So Omega Bob said nobody cared to get a job. Omega Bob, you're welcome into the live. If you want to train, this is a place for you. If you have any jobs offering, you could send them my way. We could check that out. In the meantime, if you're looking about referring people for a job, you could go on and keep looking. This is not the place for it. But yeah, if you want to train, this is the right place. So we're going to keep moving. We're focusing on the real delt. We're going to go again for another set. Same thing, you get inclined, then you go. It's a small range of motion, but with that you can keep the movement consistently, and then you can keep the tension regularly on your real delt. Do we have any further question? Loading said David Gaines. I do not know what that means, so I cannot give you a proper response to that. Now, get yourself some water in between exercises while you're catching your breath. Take some water, stay hydrated. Then we're gonna go again for another set. It's a small range of motion, as you can see, but it's gonna be just enough to hit those real delt as we need to. So we got the Peaky Rocks Fees Coach who said AGHZ pills and Crown Royal. I have no idea what that means. GXTY, hi. Hello there to you, GXTY. You're welcome into the live. The goal is to train. Take 5-10 minutes, train. So we're gonna get going. We're gonna go again for another set. We are still focusing on the real delt. That's it. Now we are done with that exercise. We're gonna catch a break. It's gonna be a little bit longer. Then we're gonna move on to another exercise, still focusing on the real delt. But this time, it's gonna hit this part of your real delt still, but it's also gonna hit this part right here. Let me catch some water, catch my breath, then we get going. If you got any questions, drop them. I'll respond to them as we go on. So PK Scotcher said, hey, God bless and have a good workout, my brother. PK Scotcher. Well, thank you very much for the kindness and the warmth sent my way. I am grateful for that. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day too. or perhaps good evening, depending where you are. Thank you for sending positivity my way. Thank you. So we're gonna keep going. Hello, Al. Yes, we are focusing on upper body today, Al. So we're gonna go again on the rear delt. Next exercise, we're gonna do some incline flies. We're gonna grab a pair of dumbbells, then we get going. Same thing, just like this. It's a really small range of motion, but it's gonna be just enough for you to hit your rear delts and feel it. I'm gonna get some plates. It's gonna be lighter so we can go wider in the range of motion. Give me about a few seconds. All right, perfect. We got some plates right here. So you can still do this with a pair of dumbbells. Just find something. Now, gonna grab the items, get inclined, then you do the fly. And with that, you're going to be able to hit your rear delt, but mainly this part right here. Now from the back, this is what it looks like. This is the zone that it's going to hit, right there. Right there. So from the side, as you can see, it looks like this. From the back, if I stay inclined, it looks like this. If I stand up, if I stand more upright to show you better, it looks like this. You shake off a little bit, relax a little bit, release some tension because everything gets tense as you train. Now that I'm a little bit more relaxed, I've caught my breath a little bit more, we're gonna go again for another set. So you can get ready from your end, then you get onto it. So you grab your weights, then you get into it. And with that, we got 15 reps. So again, just a quick reminder, we go live Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday, and Saturday. The live is in between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. You can hop in and train with me as I'm doing right now. And if you got any question, you can drop your question. I respond to those. If you have any tailored requests you would like, for example, you would like specific exercise to perhaps train your legs, or you want to build glutes, or you want to build hamstring, or you want to build triceps, you can drop your request, I check it out, and then I respond back. So if you're enjoying this, you can drop a like. I've been doing this for a few months. Well, I've been training for years and doing the page for years now. But the live is something that's been going on for a few months. So with that being said, we're going to go again to the next set. Get your weights ready. You get into position, and you go on. And we are done with that. I'm going to drop the weights, then we're going to move on to the next exercise. So for the next exercise, we're going to go on to the side delts. Now, if you want that wide frame, right, that upper body wide frame, having really developed side delts is going to help you out with that. Because if I go like this, you can see how it helps. But if my side delt was smaller, well, if I go like this, for example, they look smaller. You can see the frame is gonna look smaller, but the wider they are, the wider the frame is gonna look. So if you want to build that wider frame, which is gonna help you have a sort of that V taper shape, like this, that V taper shape. This is gonna help you out. So we're gonna start with some dumbbell side raises for this. So you're gonna grab a pair of dumbbells and then you're gonna raise them sideways, just like this. We're gonna get the dumbbells, then we get going. So you get your weight ready. You're ready. Good. Let me get my weight ready. Then you get into position, and then you raise. And with that, we got one set. I'm gonna drop my weight on the chair right here, because for picking it back up, it's gonna be more practical. I can pick it up right there and go on, instead of picking it up all the way down. So in between the sets, you catch your breath. I insist you get some water, stay hydrated. And you got any question, you drop them in the comments. I respond to those. All right, we're gonna go again. It's a really small range of motion, as you can see, but the weight, depending on the weight that you use, you can go really heavy, but you go on a really small range of motion, you're gonna feel it. Or you can grab a lighter weight, you go a little bit wider, you're still gonna hit it. So let me catch my breath again. Now for the next set, we're gonna drop the weight, then get something lighter. We'll go back to the plates. Okay. Are you ready? Here we get going. We're gonna go sideways. That is 18 reps. Now, this weight is a little bit too light, relatively talking for me. So we're gonna hop back on the heavier weight, but yes, it was to show you the wider range of motion. So if you grab something bigger, you would be able to get a bigger range of motion. So you can use a smaller weight, you go with a wider range of motion, you do a little bit less reps because the weight is lighter, and then you can really go full range of motion. So anywhere between 5 to about 15 reps with a lighter weight, that's good. But when you go on the heavier weight, you want to be able to hit at least 10 reps. So you want to be able to hit 10, 20, 30 reps. Just small range of motion, heavy weight, you're gonna get it on your delt. Do we have any? We have Lilanji who said, "You got this, brochacho." I do not know what brochacho means, but that sounds quite funny. Thank you. It just made me smile. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lilanji, for sending some positivity my way. Thank you. It's always nice to have some. Thank you very much. So we're gonna go on again. Another set. And we are done with that. So we're gonna move on next with some rows. Now we're gonna do some pulls. We're gonna grab some weights. We're gonna do some upright pulls. The upright pulls are gonna target your traps and still your side delt. However, on the side delt is gonna target mainly the upper part of your side delt, which give you that rounded look at the top. So if I go like this is very high top. I'm gonna give you that rounded look mainly there. But yes, the other exercise is gonna help you get that. But I feel like this exercise really put an emphasis on this upper part of your side delt. So we're gonna hit a little bit of that with the rows, with the pulls, pardon. This one you wanna go fast. And that's how you do it. Now the pull motion is gonna go from your hips, you squat a little bit, then you pull from your hips, and you put it up, which is gonna help you build power overall too. Because that first pulling motion, it's a little bit similar to a snatch movement. It's gonna help you generate a lot of power. But yes, we're doing this to focus on the side delt and a little bit of traps, but mainly the side delt. I'm going to catch my breath. Then we're going to go again. And with that, we got 2 sets. So in between sets, take your time, relax, catch your breath, drink some water. And if you're enjoying this, drop a like Lily just did. Thank you, Lily, for the likes. So if you're enjoying this, drop some likes, consider sharing and following so that when we go live, you can hop in and go live with me, and you can train too. And if you got questions, you can send them my way. But mainly take care of yourself. We're gonna go again. You want to pull as high as you can, but as you get into more fatigue, you might feel yourself pulling it less higher. As you notice, I pull it a little bit less higher. As I get tired, the weight goes a little bit less higher. So it goes here, then it goes here, and then it's really low. That is because of the fatigue. But just keep striving to pull as high as you can, and then you just keep going with the motion. Do we have any questions? Okay, so we're gonna go again. Now with that, we are done with the side delt. We're now gonna move on to the chest. For the chest, we're gonna do some incline dumbbell presses. Alejandro Cruz, hey, welcome to the live again, Alejandro. Thank you very much for the like and the support. Thank you very much. Thank you. So Alejandro and everyone else. I was saying we're gonna go into for the chest. Now we're gonna focus on doing incline dumbbell presses. It's gonna target mainly the upper part of your chest, but it's gonna hit your chest as a whole. So it's a really good exercise if you want to build your chest, that full roundness on your chest. Hello there, Alejandro. Welcome into the live. Hello to you. So we're gonna grab a pair of dumbbells, then we're gonna get into this. The rep range is between 5 to 24 reps. And with that, we got 12 reps. We're gonna catch a quick break, then we're gonna move on to the front delt. Now for the front delt, we're gonna do some dumbbell presses. We're gonna do strict presses. Now, the strict press quite often is done to hit the side delt, but it really hits your front delt. Mainly this upper part of your front delt. So we're gonna do that. It's gonna help you target your front delt. It's gonna include some side delt, yes. The upper part of your side delt is gonna include that, yes. But you're really gonna feel it on your front delt. Because look at this. When you go like this, it's mainly on your front delt. This is your side delt right here. This is your front delt. Look, when you rotate, the front delt rotates. And when you press, look, it's mainly your front delt. And a little bit of, just a little bit of your side delt. But it's mainly on your front delt. So yeah, it's a good thing to know. Because quite often when this exercise is done, I see a lot of people doing this, and what they want to do is they want to hit the side delt, but it's really going to hit your front delt. That is why you might be doing a lot of strict presses, but you don't get why you look full on the front and you look a little bit more flat on the side, because you're doing it and you might be trying to hit your side delt, but it's going to help you hit your front delt actually. So a good thing for your side delt is the side raises. That's going to help you out. Dumbbell side raises, you can even do on a machine side raises. It's really gonna help you out. So look, this is your front delt. When you do the raise, side delts. Lots of side delts, plenty of side delts. So we're gonna go on with the strict presses. Get your pair of weights. Are you ready? Okay. Now with that, we're done with the front delt. Let me put the weight sideways, then we're gonna get back to it. Now, we're gonna move on next to the triceps. So if you want to build that roundness in your triceps, that fullness, this is a good exercise. We're gonna do some overhead extensions. Really good exercise is gonna help you quite targeting your triceps. So we're gonna get this going. Grab a pair of weights. Overhead position. Then you extend. And we have it. That is set number 1. We got 15 reps. So I want to be able to hit minimum 5 reps. So as long as you can hit 5 reps without pain, with proper form, that's a good weight. But really start light. Even 5 reps is quite a zone. It's a tacky zone. Because you might be able to do 5 reps with a really heavy weight. So I would find a weight that you can do at least 10 reps, because you're gonna need something lighter so that you can really do the reps, build the technique, build the proper form, and then you find a weight that you can do 6 reps. You do that, and then you find a weight that you can barely do 5. Then from there you try to hit about 8 reps with a weight that you can do 5 reps. So you take the weight that you can barely do 5, you train with it until you can do 10 reps, and then you perhaps increase the number of reps you can do, or you try to increase the number of sets. That is how you're going to keep challenging yourself so that you can keep growing. So we're going to go again. And we got another 12 reps. Give me a moment. I am getting notification saying that the power level on the device that we're using might be dropping. So I'm gonna need to connect the power source. Just let me do that so that we can keep going. Oh. Hold on. Okay, good. Okay, good. So we're gonna go again. The camera just moved. I don't know about this. It's quite shaky. Okay. We're gonna go again. Yeah, we got another 12 reps. Gonna catch a quick breath, quick break, catch a break in between sets. Take your time, relax, catch your breath. Then you go again. Do we have any questions? Is there anything that anyone here would like to clarify? If you don't feel comfortable enough to drop a comment, you can send me a message, either on Instagram or on TikTok. There's my account name in the description of the page. So yeah, you can either send me a direct message, or at least maybe, yeah, if you're not comfortable writing a comment, you can send a message. But if you got any specific question relatively to the topic that is exercise, drop them in the comments. Okay, we're gonna go again. And with that, we are done with the triceps. Oh yeah, actually we are not done with the triceps. We're gonna need to do some push-ups. We're gonna do one set of incline push-ups. Gonna get on your knees, then push. And with that, we're done with the chest and the triceps. So we're gonna move on next to the biceps. We're gonna do 2 exercises. First gonna be bicep curls, regular bicep curls. The next one is gonna be hammer curls. Now, the dumbbell bicep curls, they're gonna help you target this part of your biceps. The rep range is between 2 to 7 reps because we're using a heavier weight, so I gotta adjust the reps as per that. And with that, we got 8 reps. So, this is really gonna help you build your biceps. We're gonna catch a quick break. Then we're gonna move on to the next exercise. Now, for the next one, we're gonna do hammer curls. In between this head of your biceps and this part of your triceps, this gap in between here, I believe that is called your brachialis. I will need to check the exact name. Now, to build that part, to target that part, we're gonna do some hammer curls. You wanna grab the weight, not like this, and then you do the curl. And with that, we are done with the biceps. Now we're gonna move on to the forearm. For the forearm, we're gonna do 2 exercises. We're gonna do some curls, regular curls, and reverse curls. Both of them, you wanna go at about 80 degrees. You wanna stop right here, just right here. It's gonna be enough to hit. This one is gonna be enough to hit this part of your forearm, and then right here is gonna be enough to hit this part of your forearm. Hello, Al. No, we're not doing a leg workout, Al. No, we are not. If you're following properly, we're doing something else. So, let's get this going. Then we'll switch it up. I'm being asked if I am still here. Yes, I am here. And we're gonna finish off with some grip training. I use a tool for that. Grab it, then you squeeze it, Work on your grip. I'm gonna use the other hand to assist because I can't close it anymore due to the fatigue after the training forearms. Ladies and gentlemen, and with that we are done with the live training of today. I'll see you on to the next live training, which is Thursday. That is tomorrow. We're gonna be working on the abs. So if you want a flat tummy, I recommend you train your abs because building the ab muscle while you're doing the stuff needed to lose the fat. You lose the fat, you build the muscle, you get the flat tummy. So we go live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So with that being said, as I always say, keep pushing. Until next time.